Hello everyone, my name is Payal and today I want to show you the CSS that I applied in my portfolio website. I created this. Before this, I had already written my HTML code, and inside that HTML, I include this CSS file to style my portfolio. So now I will show you my CSS property and explain you why I use each property. So this is my output. Here I include 6 pages: home page, profile page, course page, feedback page, grades table, and contact. And each page I write different. Like home page I write greeting and welcome, and in profile page I write about me, and course I write my courses, and feedback back like this I write all the page. So this is my CSS code, and in the top of CSS I write universal tag, and I write here universal tag because it's remove all default value like margin, padding, and underline. So I can design everything cleanly for the starting. And after that I write header. I styled my header with dark blue color and font size bold and display flex box to make it look neat and professional. I keep here fixed because so that user can access the navigation anything while scrolling. And I write here font size and font rep for making responsive. And in the navigation links, I used border, padding, background, border padding, and color white to make the navigation link looks like clear buttons. This make moving around the portfolio simple and attractive. After that, I write here home profile grades feedback course content. I want all property I want in on card in one type property. That's why I write together in all property. In every card I want height 80 bh with 70 w viewport margin auto, and I want background image is every page. That's why I used here background image. And box shadow, I use box shadow for making my card in- interactive. And the main section and the profile section, I want to fix my image. That's why I use here object fit cover and center. I keep image name is center, and I want image in circle. That's why I am using here border radius 15% and margin auto. And the UL tag, I want bulleted point in circle. That's why I am using here list style type circle. And the about page, I want to all content in center. That's why I use here display flags, justify content, align item. So it will look good. And at H1, I want in center. That's why I write here text align center, and I want to give. That's why I use in upside. That's why I use here padding top 20 pixel. In skill section, I used grid because I want to responsive. I want to make responsive in my card. That's why I use here grid and grid template column. If I use this, so it will make automatic. automatically my cards responsive. In the skill page, every box individually, I used border padding and shadow to highlight each skills clearly. And label tag. Label tag I used for showing in center. In the in the form tag, I placed the whole form inside the pink box with a shadow to make the content section good. That's why I used here box shadow, and I want all content in center. That's why I use here justify content center. I style label text in full page and text area so the form looks neat and easily to fill. In the button tag, I added over color change to make the button interactive and use friendly. If I use hover, so if I hover the button in cursor, so it will change automatically color. And the table table for table, I use box shadow for making interactive and border collapsion for I want to merge. That's why I use their collapsions. In the T head and caption, I want to caption bold. That's why I use their bold, and in there all the and and not child. It's 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 uh, take a parents. If I use an R not child, so it will discover to her parents property. In hour, I used tr in hour. If I hover the cursor in t row, so it changes color. In address, I want address in center. That's why I use address in center. In content, I want to content make interactive. That's why I used hover in content. In the footer part, I used text align center background. I want footer color background color blue. That's why I used here background color blue and text color white. So I used text color white, and I used in image flat box to evenly space the logo so they looks organized. And logo hover effect, I added a zoom animation on hover to make my page feel more lively and modern. It's zoom animation. If I use this, it is if I click the image, so it will zoom. And media query, I used here media query because my because my website looks good on both mobile and laptop. On a small screen, I take the header and link. I keep everything readable. So here I adjust all the things so it will look good in every devices like laptop, mobile, and mini pad, iPhone. That's why I am using here media query. So this is my all CSS property, and this is my output. See, you can see if I touch this, so I use over, so it will looking good. And it is I use here transition. That's why it is looking zoom and interactive. And if I use course, so I can reach easily in course page. So this is my CSS property. Thank you.